Listen to the sound,
What up, y'all? How's everybody doing out there? Hope all is well, and if not, hope y'all can get back on track sooner than later so you can add to your thing. You know what I mean? You know me. We always adding to the thing because every day is another chance, opportunity to add to your thing. So, on this day, holding another vibe. You know what I mean? This is late night though, early morning thing. What is it? 227. It wasn't a TV show? 2:27 a.m. right now. Yeah, 227. Who's familiar with that TV show? You know? That's one aspect of life, right? If you remember that show, how it is, and the conversations in the show and shit. Yeah, so we here in the Matrix mind game. What you gonna do? About live, right? Survive, right? Surviving in what aspect? That's the vibe tonight, you know? That's the vibe tonight. Becoming. What do you become? It's hard enough surviving, busy surviving, but dreams, goals, ideas, what you can become. Why you have these ideas and these dreams and these goals? Is it all the lessons you have learned through your past lifetime that comes up naturally, that you know, that deja vu stuff, but you don't understand it because we don't study these things. The Matrix mind game got us just playing the game of surviving. The Matrix itself, they're running the everyday routine. The trick of the Matrix is to keep you so busy. Like, for example, if you sit down and meditate, how your mind is running and you have to settle it to calm down. That's the Matrix mind game. Every single day, you're running. And they have us in training from the school situation. Now we go to school from early out. We get up early in the morning and go to school for 12 years. That's indoctrination itself, letting us know that as soon as the sun up, you gotta get going. And that's, you know what I mean? And that's life itself. Once the morning is up, you know what I mean? Get going as the day goes. So it's like, what are you becoming in this Matrix mind game? Because after this game, we're back to existence. You know what I'm saying? So coming in the third dimension is necessary for your soul to fully become. You know what I mean? Because coming from energy into the physical gives you that understanding, that understanding of that multiverse, the possibilities, the endless possibilities where you can go, where existence can be and become. So you have to define what you want to become. We're here in the third dimension with all the distraction, all the obstacle, but that's part of the game. That's part of the Matrix mind game. You know what I'm saying? And once you see the game that you're playing, you have to concentrate on self and the understanding of self. Self-knowledge. One of the most important knowledge there is. If not one of the most important knowledge there is, because that's self-knowledge and understanding you and your energy source or your frequency that you're coming from. You know what I'm saying? Hearing the lesson, hearing the third dimension, the training. And now because of what's going on in the spiritual world, manifesting in the physical world, comes down through the physical world, distract you from the whole entire venture and the whole reason why you here existing in the third dimension. Everything is all messed up. But that's the curiosity of existence, the curiosity of creation, and where things can go. You know what I'm saying? Here in the Matrix mind game, is necessary. You know what I'm saying? To become you in existence. It's necessary. So the idea of your life that you're living, you're pursuing or you're following through without understanding of it, you can't get your reason. And without that reason, what we always say, you might get caught up in that reincarnation loop. But that's the game. That's the game in itself. Once you enter the game, you have to play. You won't be able to get out of the game until you complete the game by beating the game or winning the game, which is for understanding and reason for everything and defining a position. You know what I mean? Defining yourself, defining who you are back in existence. Once you define that, then you can just shine and blow up big and shine like a star. You know what I mean? You see all the stars that did that throughout existence. You see the stars in the sky. You see all those lights in the sky. It's like, once you figure out who you are and who you become, you and your billions of cells that make you up, the universe that you are, explodes into that supernova outside of this third dimension. You see all the lights, those are all exploding lights. Those universes that exist from ideas such as yourself. But how are you going to become that if you're not paying attention to it, looking into it, doing the necessary things that need to get done to become? Most don't even know what this is all about. So I'm holding the vibe and bringing the ideas from existence into this reality. The bills are coming. You know what I'm saying? I'm receiving my downloads from the soul that's sending it down here to the third dimension. My soul's back in existence. And like, yo, this is it. Now it's time to go. So I'm holding the vibe. You know what I mean? CLP. And we're becoming who we are becoming here in the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have failed the way I feel. Jano Star. Everything that you go through is for a reason, and you to explore those reasons why you go through certain things or the positions you were in throughout time. And even when I was younger, I was saying to myself and to other people too that sometimes things happen, but you don't know the reason why it happened. But as you keep going along the line, you will see the reason for why things happen, almost like it's setting up for the next step. When I was working, all my jobs I learned from this job. So when I left that, what I learned to the next job. What I learned takes the next one up and up and up until all of those combined. To me, it was like, yo, the hustle turn up in the 2000s and up. 2015, 16, 17 and up. The hustle turn up. So now I was able to take what I learned from all my years of working, all 20 years of working, put it out here in the hustle. So now I'm giving more time to really put the work in, the necessary work in, for I to become who? CLP. Conscious Life Philosophy. CLP got beats. You know what I'm saying? But you have to put that work in. Overnight success? What is that? When life is life. Your journey is your journey. You know what I'm saying? So there's no such thing as overnight. Somebody might like get aware of you and your information last night, and the next day they're looking at more videos to learn about you. Yeah, overnight. But for success, it takes a lifetime of work, true, honest work. You know what I mean? Natural, figure things out. Naturally, it's come to you because you are you. You are your frequency. We talk about that in the other day video. You know what I'm saying? So just here holding the vibe of becoming. The Matrix mind game. Third dimension life. You know? That's what we're gonna do. Just gonna hold our vibe, keep it moving, understanding what's going on in these times. Take my naps. I got to do my necessary work so we can go off into these dream world. You know what I mean? Beside right now is the vibration. Because even when I start dreaming, I'm like, oh man, I'm dreaming and I wake up. Or little bits and pieces come through, you know? So I'm on the verge, and even one of the videos I was watching, they say, when at that time is gonna happen. So, but remember, I was asleep for 20 years. But as the 20 years of learning, 20 years of understanding certain things and studying the craft, my beats and all of these things, and just what you want to do, you know, always follow your heart. Listen to yourself. That not listen to yourself, because listening to yourself is that guide. I'm realizing that late, because every time I hear myself, but I don't follow the, you know, what I'm talking to myself about, like go this way, but I go that. It turns out I should have went that way, you know what I'm saying? But I was thinking in the first place. So you have to trust yourself and believe that's the guide. But it took me so long to understand that, because the ups and downs, the busy surviving for so long. But even though I was busy surviving, I know where my heart lied, you know what I mean? What I really want to do and become. So without knowing, you know. It's to understand it. You know what I'm saying? Everything is everything. Everything's for a reason. I'm holding the vibe for a reason, so who can vibe, hold the vibe. You know what I mean? Drop a comment. Let me know you're vibing. And subscribe. Let people know we hold the vibes out here. It's not technical, just a nice, easy going talk of becoming who you becoming. You know what I'm saying? Jano style. Yo, the Matrix mind game is serious, man. Because life is serious. You cannot take it serious. But it's on you. What you do? We're here. Because I say that once you enter the game, you have to play the game, and you know you get caught up in the infinite, in the reincarnation loop. Then that means you're playing the game without knowing you're playing the game. So they say a lot of souls has been reincarnating over and over and over and over and over and over and over. They know how long that is. 50, 60, 70 years. Y'all know what's that. 50, 70, 80 years. You know what I mean? Time is long, man. So, yo, looks like I'm running out of space in this video. I gotta transfer some data. And we're probably gonna continue this talk up and coming on another vibe, you know what I mean? So, there's always love. Catch you on the next vibe, y'all.
Listen to the sound,
CLP. Yeah.
Listen to the sound, CLP. Listen to the sound. Listen to the sound, CLP.